Welcome back everyone to the complete Pineleaf, where we have for some reason come back to Mordor. I know, everyone's favorite vacation spot. And I took some preliminary quests, but I forgot to take the bounties. So what do we need here? Oh, we need to kill some orc captains and some warg masters. Alright. And we also need someone called defeat Direhorns and Rothduath and defeat Skrithris. We'll handle those as we're handling the other quests, only if we still have it when we're ready to be done with the area where we worry about trying to seek out these enemies. But right now, we need to head out and start doing some quests as soon as I figure out the proper direction. It's Mordor. What do you expect? It is called More Lost! Here's the exit right over here. Now, if the enemy has as much trouble finding the entrance as we have in finding the exit, all should be well, right? Oh, what's this? Some fungus that we need to destroy. That's what it looks like. Burning the fungus! Burning the flowers! And it gives a nice... Too bad if they really smell bad and have this evil odor to them and all that stuff, because something to give a little bit of color to this place would be really, really nice. That's all I gotta say about that. Well, is this the direction I really need to go in? That's gonna be a good question. It'll at least be good enough for taking care of a few fungi and things like that, even if it doesn't have the rest of the things I'm looking for. But it looks like that even the vapors can be dangerous here. It's going to give me the vapors, right? More Gulduin vapor. Yeah. No wonder the mushrooms all smell bad if you got these guys following you all around. There we go. Take care of that. Oh, I see another fungus up there. Now these bats, do we need these bats for anything? Or is that something for later? Well, they seem to be nasty in their temperament. Ouch! Well, we could deal with him. Defeat foes. Alright, they do count as foes. Well, I suppose if they attacked me on sight, that I should consider them to be foes. Do I also consider this little fungus to be a foe? Of course not. I just consider it to be a fungus. At least they don't attack you like those roots do that are in the wildwood. Yes, the wildwood. Yes, those places. Even the roots go and, well, I won't say follow you around, but they do try to annoy you as much as possible. Ooh, I found something that is nastier than a bat. Look, we've got a goat right here. Hey, you! It's a direhorn! I'll just make sure that I'm not in dire trouble, right? And we need to kill a few direhorns for this bounty over here, so we have this, and we have Kurgrim! Yep, you notice a Kurgrim, when it slaps the disease on you, the first thing it does. And they do at least count as foes. That way it won't slap a disease on me right at the start. Hey, thank you for turning around like that. Even managed to kill it before it did. Oh, wait, what's... Looks like there's an army out here. What is that down there? That's a Kurgrim. Apparently the hand got away from it. Well, let's see. Where are there more direhorns? Oh, the direhorns are down here. Right? I guess a few more down this way? That was actually the road where I came from, so let us go after this dire horn that I saw just right after I turned around. Face the right direction and you might find something. I have to keep that in mind in the future. I believe that the Southern Tributary is down, oopsie-daisy, down this way. The Broken Houses. A good place to sample the water, alright? This water appears to be somewhat clean. Somewhat clean. Alright, that takes care of the Southern Tributary. Well, it's clean except for this arm that came out of it. This arm that doesn't have a body attached, which should give it a slight problem in mobility. I think I'll have to go up there later, so I will wait until then before handling that. So this way there should be a camp. I just have to remember where's at. Probably a little bit of a left turn at some point. Ah, this looks like it could go. Yes, I see the stable master symbol up here. Up here. Up here. Up here. Hello. Tyne Orwath.
Let us hope you bring glad tidings, friend.
In Mordor, glad tidings. You are really optimistic, aren't you? Well, right now there's nothing here, so I guess I'll just head out in the other direction because I think I've gone as far as I can this way, but I still need to cover the other direction. I just need one more goat, and once I do that, I'm hoping that the quest tracker will send me in the right direction for finding the chief of the goats. Maybe not, but it's worth a shot, and it's one less thing to have sitting in the area. I wonder how close we are to that location here. We've got Rotting Dark Waters. Well, that doesn't give me a nice comfy feeling. Especially since it looks like it's a pretty nasty way down on here. Let's see what the Dark Waters are like, other than probably being unsettling. That's the way back to the ranger camp, but it looks like that the Direhorn leader is somewhere around in this direction, but where, I am not exactly sure. That river does not look like it's healthy. It's down in this direction, pointing right towards it, but apparently on the other side of that mighty mountain. If I couldn't approach it from the north, going towards the south, what if I try coming from the east to the west and see if I could find everything? Because this looks like a place where we might find some goats. Yeah, because there's one there, one there, one. Yes, this looks like the land of the goats. Actually, that looks like a boss goat right there. Yes, there it is. No, don't tell me how I told it. It looked like it was slightly larger than the others. And whether that's because it really is or because of some sort of illusion, I don't know, but sometimes becoming the leader of the pack is all about illusion, right? Hey, don't do that to me. There's a bounty on you. And I will... Oh boy, I just brought up a number of those, haven't I? Alright, your turn. Let's take care of the bat. And let's get rid of this stupid fear. And now... Oh, my morale's full now. No problem! Yeah. some sigils of Imlad Ithil. Alright, good. That's one quest done, and I'm sure there are complete quests in Rothruat to establish a foothold. That's one down, 14 more to go. Now that we're next to the camp, we can head out in the other direction and see what we could find out that way. Probably most of the flowers, since while I've found enough of the fungi to take care of this, I have not found too many flowers. In fact, this is only my second one right here. So there's only one off in the original direction. But I'm presuming that there are going to be at least 18 more that are going to be in this direction. I see a warg. I don't really need a warg for any quests, but I guess I could anyway, just out of principle. Last thing we need are more wargs in Mordor, right? Yes, we want to call this less warg instead of more warg. Never mind. Let's just take care of the flowers. Oh, right. The poisonous mushrooms are with the fungi, and it looks like I only got 9 of those. Well, 10 now. And that's a separate quest from the one where you're supposed to be getting rid of the flowers. Alright, I need to remember my quests better, don't I? And maybe take a better look at my quest tracker in the future. Now, as for what's over this bridge, the quest tracker seems to be saying that there are some poisonous mushrooms this way, but I think that this also eventually leads to another part of the Mordorian, to the river, one of those tributaries, but that I'll need to... Oh, this is a poisonous mushroom? Oh. Oh yeah, these are a different way in which you get rid of those mushrooms, that you actually have to attack them. I forgot about that. I think I'll eventually find an orc camp that heads out to the east, and that's what's going to get me over to the river source. That's of course if I'm remembering things properly, which is certainly not a guarantee. But we do have some flowers over here. I think this way? The Rachmathod. Oh, good grief. Howling beasts defeat wargs and warg hunters. Destroy corrupt runes. And burn spider corpses. Here's a war. I need to kill 15 wargs plus Ruku. Whatever his name is. One of those really unpronounceable Mordoran names, I'm sure. There we go. Ah. There is a warg master right over here. So I suppose killing the warg master will bring the warg with him. And just take care of this. That warg didn't count. New deed, Orc-kind Slayer of Imlad Morgul. Alright. Okay, warg master, he counts. Okay, that's for the warg masters for that other quest, for that second bounty quest. So killing the warg masters is for one quest. Killing independent wargs, meaning ones that aren't controlled by the warg masters, our second quest. Mound of hides. Burn those because I guess they're nasty. Well, if orcs have been sleeping in them, I guess that would be the case. Some runes. Oh, for a moment there I was wondering, wait, is there a warg around this warg master? Or was he a A workless master. Something like that. Good. Now, I shall also keep an eye out for a good place to be gathering some water to help to compare to the others. You know that the Southern Tributary was reasonably clean, except for that arm that was coming out of it. But this is the Morgul Vale. It's not exactly what you would call the cleanest place in the world. And oh yes, I was supposed to burn spider corpses also while I'm out here. Wow. And the other side. Now, oh, is this the way I need to go? Yeah, this is the way I need to go still. Where I think I'm going to eventually run into this tributary that I am seeking. I'll certainly find more wargs, and possibly more runes, more hides, and who knows, maybe even a warg master or 3. I have finally reached the Northern Tributary, and here we are, a nice place to gather some water and get a good sample. This water appears to be somewhat clean. Alright, so another clean bit of water. Well, about as clean as you're going to find in Mordor. So now we need to find the 3rd tributary and to get out of this place. Oh yes, before I go, I should take care of the boss warg who is in this camp somewhere. Hard to track the boss sometimes when you have all the trash also in the same quest, because then the quest of course shows both of them, direction both of them, so you don't see them necessarily. And you might get distracted by a river tributary or something like this. But Rohuk, whatever his name is, he is about to be Deduk. Oh, really? Maybe he was summoned by the leader just before they died. Well, you wish they never answered the summons, because all that's left is the Hobbit. Now, what do we got here? You did much to hinder the wargs. Thank you. Now I can cross this bridge and find out what's on the other side. Probably more enemies and maybe even an orc corpse. What's wrong with this one? This orc has been freshly mauled by some sort of beast. A beast that kills orcs. Now the question is it a beast that's friendly to hobbits, or is it just something that's so vicious that it doesn't care whether it kills orcs, hobbits, uruks? I was going to say wargs, but who knows? I have a feeling he might try to shy away from wargs. Ah, here's the stone pillar. Let's have a look around here. The walls of the dead city tower above you, monumentally menacing. Well, we're going to have to go into there at some point, I presume. What a joy. Oh! Flowers. Oh, I'm supposed to be killing sentries also, aren't I? Let me try to catch up with him, so that he won't have a chance to pepper me with arrows before I take care of him. And then I could deal with the local flora that is less than wholesome. Ah, here's the last of the mushrooms that I need to kill. I I don't know how I actually killed the thing, but as long as I don't eat it, I have a feeling it's not something that's going to be nice and tasty to even a hobbit. And here we have the bridge. This is one of the locations that Baragon described. Alright, so let's have a look here. The dark waters of the Morgulduin rush beneath the stones of the Gulliant. And is this Faramir? Yes, it is. Hello there.
I will not say this is a pleasant place, but I know that once it was.
It's good to see you again, Pineleaf. I will not say that this is a pleasant place, but I know that it once was. This was Imlad Ithil, and nowhere else in Gondor could rival its beauty when the Ithilduin River sparkled in the moonlight like a vein of silver threaded between dark cliffs. When Isildur came to these shores with his father and his brother, he was taken by the beauty of this valley, and he built a citadel beneath the slopes of Akathras, tallest peak of the Ephel Duath. Minas Ithil he called it, and Barad Curon, the tower of the crescent moon, rose from its topmost level. But that was long ago, and the lord of the Nazgul coveted the valley and the citadel sheltered within. Twice the Witch King seized the city. The first time he possessed it only until the last alliance of men and elves came south and fought the war which ended the Second Age. Minas Ithil remained under the control of Gondor for centuries, and although it would never attain again the heights it had known under Isildur, it drew the imaginations of poets, artists, and minstrels from all over the kingdom. That all came to a sad end when the second of the Witch King's assaults upon the city. When the Nazgul captured Minas Ithil for the second time, the name would no longer describe the citadel. It became Minas Morgul, the Tower of Sorcery, and so it would stay. And so it would stay, and well, that I will call an upgrade.
When I was just a boy, my brother, Boromir, and I had the finest teachers in all of Gondor.
What did these teachers teach them? And what will we learn about the Morgul Vale from them? We'll have to find that out in the next episode of The Complete Pineleaf.